Hello, guys and girls, fellow YouTubers and TikTokers. Welcome to another review of mine. This is going to be about the show by Marvel, Agatha All Along, that I just finished watching all 9 episodes of. That I started watching episodes 1 to 7 last night, and I watched the last 3 episodes, 7, 8, 9, earlier today and finished it only a few minutes ago this afternoon, and I was very impressed with the show. I loved the way it was written. I loved not only like the end credits, like they had some pretty cool stuff in the end credits. Like there was even like a Simpsons animated witchy character in the end credits. There was even like a throwback to the original movie The Craft, which I thought was a pretty cool thing to see in the end credits of Agatha All Along. The only thing I probably would say, to me, that would be a disappointment from watching the series Agatha All Along, there was no post-credit scenes. So if you're expecting a Marvel show to have any post-credit scenes, there is none in Agatha All Along. But other than that, it is a brilliant Marvel show with some fine performances and fine acting from every single cast member. And that freaking song, The Witches song that was in the show of Agatha All Along, down, down, down we go on the Witches Road. That song definitely got stuck in my head. And the reason it got stuck in my head was that song of the Witches Road not only was sung once in the show, it was sung a good 2 or 3 or 4 times throughout the series. But in saying that, the song All Up was still absolutely phenomenal, and I absolutely thought it was a great song. And even at the end of every episode, whether they had no post-credit scenes or whatnot, they still had some great songs and a great soundtrack. All up, the soundtrack to the TV show Agatha All Along was great. I liked how this show was different to some of the other Marvel shows as well, and that's what I love about it. Every single Marvel show, there was something unique about it. Like with the original show, how Agatha Harkness came along in WandaVision was great. The way WandaVision setting was great, like how WandaVision went down as a awesome show as well, and how WandaVision was like somewhat a bit of a sitcom, and then it went into its darkness, and it went into like the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like it started off as like a sweet little sitcom, and then it went darker later, and I thought that was cool too. But the spin-off of Agatha All Along was great. It had some really funny moments, and then it had some really like cringe-worthy moments as well, as some moments where it went quite dark, and it had its like supernatural and magic elements to it as well. And I thought Catherine Hayden once again did a phenomenal job as Agatha, or Agnes Harkness, or Agatha Harkness, was absolutely amazing as well. Her return of that character was great, and all the things she did in Agatha All Along was so damn good. Aubrey Plaza played a phenomenal role as well. I've loved a fair few things that I've seen Aubrey Plaza do, and Aubrey Plaza did a phenomenal job in the show of Agatha All Along. Patti LuPone did a fantastic role as her mother again in Agatha All Along. Even the young cast members that were in the show did a phenomenal job. I absolutely loved the Asian actress and her character in Agatha All Along. I thought her character was absolutely hilarious. I thought her character really did a phenomenal job, and I thought her character really was funny. And did so well. I loved even a small cameo that was in the show from the original WandaVision. Pete Evans was in a brief episode of Agatha All Along, and it was definitely nice to see his small cameo in an episode of Agatha All Along. You know who I would love to have seen in a cameo in Agatha All Along? I would have loved to see the Scarlet Witch. The Scarlet Witch would have been a pretty cool cameo. That's probably the only other downfall of the series Agatha All Along is it only really had one big cameo, and that was Pete Evans' character. But I would have loved to see the Scarlet Witch. I would have loved to see Wanda Maximoff. That would have been pretty damn cool as well. I would have loved to see even some other characters from Westview that were in WandaVision. I would have loved to see them as well. Even I would have loved to see Monica Rambeau. Monica Rambeau was missing from Agatha All Along. I would have loved to see her character. I would have loved to even seen like Captain Marvel or just there's so many cameos that I would have loved to see in Agatha All Along that sadly was missing in the show. But all up, the show was still good in its own way of being original, and I'm pretty sure I haven't watched a lot of YouTube reviews or anything about it on TikTok or YouTube, but I'm pretty sure that this show hopefully was given good credit where credit is due. Like, I thought the show still was absolutely amazing. And is it one of those Marvel shows that I would watch again? Abso-fucking-lutely. I would definitely watch Agatha All Along again because I think that show was so fucking great. I think it was just as good as WandaVision. Obviously, I have sort of said I wish it did had a bit more cameos, but in saying that, as its own origin story or as its own sort of Marvel show, it definitely was enjoyable. And when I put on the first episode, I was like, I think I'm going to love this show. And I really did fall in love with Agatha All Along. And in saying that, I'm going to be giving Agatha All Along not only for the way it was directed, the way it was written, the song that played throughout the whole entire series of Down, Down, Down the Road, Down the Witch's Road, just for that song being so damn cool and quite catchy, and the fact it is still playing in the back of my mind, I'm going to be giving Agatha All Along, like I said, not only for the way it was written, the way all the cast members acted, even the way that the end credits were done and thrown in some pretty cool popular characters such as like Lisa Simpson with a witch's hat, and obviously one of the original members from the original Craft movie and one of the animated even evil Disney witches. I thought even that was pretty cool. And in saying that, I'm going to be giving Agatha All Along, for being such a brilliant TV show, a massive 15 out of 10 star rating. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, and if you haven't checked out Agatha All Along yet, you definitely should check out that TV series. It is pure brilliance, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and watch Agatha All Along. And I'm going to end this video with saying, down, down, down the road, down the witch's road.